Hey you guys, welcome. I'm getting ready to go to a anniversary. It's a special one because it's a 60-year wedding anniversary. And I was thinking of doing a soft glam look for this occasion and share that with you guys. So that's what I'm going to do for this video, is a glam look with items that I've used before and I know I love. I usually use the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base, but lately I've been loving the Merit Great Skin Primer Moisturizer. I love both, but this one is one that I've been using a lot, and I'm gonna grab a little bit. I just like the way it leaves my skin and it gives me a soft glow. The foundation that I'm using today is not especially glowy. It's not like the Patrick Ta, which I've been using a lot lately. It's a little bit more, it's not matte, but it's not as glowy. So I wanted to use this one today for that reason. Not only because it's a really pretty nice moisturizer, but also it gives me a glow, which I need for my dry skin. It's quickly absorbed. There's no fragrance, at least none that I detect. And you're done in less than a minute. It's already dried. Okay, the foundation I'm going to use today is the one from La Prairie, the Skin Caviar Concealer and Foundation Sunscreen SPF 15. This is a foundation that I don't use a lot because it is pricey and I try to save it, but I told myself I need to start using it more because it's going to expire and it's going to be a waste of money. So it defeats the purpose if I save it. So mix it up a little bit. The shade that I use is shade Soft Ivory N05, and like I said, it is pricey, but I love it because you only need a little bit, and it has the concealer as well on top, so it's like a 2-for-1. So I like it and it's really good on my skin. It has an applicator, so what I like to do is put it in the back of my hand so I don't get it like on my face, and it looks messy, but this is what it looks like. To apply the foundation, I'm going to be using my BK Beauty 101 foundation brush. And I'm going to start slowly and then build it up if I need to. So I only picked up a little bit. It looks like a lot, but that's all I need. I do prefer light coverage. And again, if you want to add more coverage, if you want more, then you could go back and add a second layer. But for me, it's more than enough. I think this is, I would consider medium to full coverage, so that's why I start with just a little bit. This foundation also has skincare benefits, so it's a win-win situation. You're getting skincare benefits, you're getting excellent coverage, and you don't need a lot. I like to not get more product, but whatever's left on the brush, I like to go down to my neck. Okay, there you see it on half of my face. You see it does cover my redness. Now let's work on the other side. I also love this foundation, very important. It does increase around my nose. My nose is my problem area. You follow me, you know I say this all the time. But my nose is my problem area, but this foundation is really pretty on my nose. It does increase. It doesn't give me issues around my nostrils. So yeah, this foundation is not matte, but it's not super glowy. So that's why I added the Merit moisturizer on the bottom or under. Alright, I need some bronzer, so that's the next thing I'm going to do. Or before that, I'm going to do the concealer. For that, I'm going to use my finger with this concealer. And it does come with a little mirror. It's too small for me, but it's handy. If you're in a car, you're traveling. Well, in the car, you have a mirror. But you know what I mean. If you're somewhere, you have that mirror. So you don't need a lot. Just rub it a little bit. And I'm going to press it in with my finger. If I need to blend it with a brush, I would. But let's start with the finger first. Any excess, put it over the lid. And don't forget this corner here. Some people forget to apply concealer in this corner. For me, sometimes it's a little bit dark here. And there's a shadow too, so you need some concealing there. Or some brightness. I only use a little bit and that's all I really want. So it's going to last you a really long time. The bronzer that I'm going to use today is powder. And the blush is liquid. So I'm going to do the bronzer and the blush first. Then I'll powder it down. So the bronzer I'm going to use today, I haven't used this in a few weeks, but it's a beautiful, beautiful bronzer. It's one for our money. And if you look closely, it does have a little bit of shimmer. I don't know if the camera's gonna pick it up, but it does have a little bit of shimmer. And this is shade 90. This is a Luminous Silk Bronzing Powder in the shade 90. It's probably the lightest of the range. And I'm gonna use the Sonia G Jumbo Bronzer. Just swipe it all over. And as you know, if you follow me, you've been following me for a while, I don't like to contour. I don't know how, that's not my forte, so I don't do it. I just do a little bit here on the cheekbone and take it all the way to my forehead and the perimeter of my face. I'm going to start slow and then I'll build it up and start blending. And what I like to do, I really just apply it basically everywhere, almost everywhere, and to give me that bronze look, not necessarily a contour look. So now that I have it in the areas I want, then I start blending. It's a really big brush, and that's why I use it, because I wanna bronze like most of my face. Remember to take it down to the neck. I like to concentrate on the outer side of the face, so it looks like I'm bronzed, and it also slims down my skin a little bit, my face. And without picking any up, I just go over my nose and a little bit on my forehead, but most of it was on the perimeter of my face. So that's all I'm gonna do. Just give me a soft bronzed look. You could go as intense as you want to, and it's a really lovely bronzer. So now I'm gonna go in with blush. I used this one last night and I really liked it. I had forgotten how nice it was. It's a Tom Ford Creme blush in the shade Cafe Blush. The packaging is really pretty. I only found it available in the Tom Ford website, and I'm gonna leave links of this and everything else, of course, in the description box. It's a really pretty blush, and it's a cream blush. So I'm gonna use a Sonia G Jumbo Base. Give it a few taps. Just put a little bit on each side, and then I'll blend it out. I lean towards peachy toned blushes, but this one is a beautiful rose shade. It's not too pink. And then I take it to the forehead here. I'm gonna go back a little bit more. I want a little bit more of, because I am gonna powder down a little bit. So add a little bit more. Although the powder is translucent, I believe. I think it is. It shouldn't take away any of the color, but just in case. It might take away a little bit of the pigmentation, but let's see. Okay, that's all I really want. Alright, I'm gonna powder it down, and I'll leave the highlighter for the end. And I'm gonna use the La Prairie loose powder. It's officially called the Skin Caviar loose powder in the shade translucent. So I was right, my memory was right. Another beautiful powder, a product that I don't use as much because I have a bunch of powder, loose powders, and I tend to use others, but this one is really lovely. It also has a mirror, and it does have product already in the top. So I'm gonna pick up a reference number 22 and coat the whole brush softly. I don't want to get it on my shirt. Shake off any excess. It is, it's a loose powder, so you're gonna see powder flying everywhere. So I'll do it slowly so I don't lose it and get it everywhere. I'm gonna go over my eyes, and it smells lovely. Really beautiful fragrance. And like over my nose, the T-zone, my T-zone. Although I do have dry skin, but sometimes I do get a little bit of oiliness around my nose area. So I set the whole makeup that I have on already. It did lower a little bit the intensity of the blush, so I think I'm gonna go back and apply a little bit more. What do you guys think so far? I think it's really pretty. Soft glam. Okay, we're gonna move on with eyes. I decided to use my favorite palette of all time, the Natasha Denona Glam palette. In case you haven't seen it, let me show you. I love this palette. I've had it for a while, but they're still so good, so beautiful. And to apply it, I'm gonna be using my Ism Cosmetics B34. I have two in case I need to use both, but I like to use one brush at a time, like one brush for a whole look. I'll try to do that. But for the waterline, I'm gonna use again one of my favorite brushes for that, the reference number 03. I use it in almost every video. So let's start with the shadows. So I'm gonna start with this shade called Transition. I'm gonna put it all over the lid. So I'm gonna start with this color, with this shade. I love this palette for many reasons. Like, the shades are beautiful, the shimmers are awesome, are amazing, and I also like the fact that it does tell you, it doesn't have a name, but it does tell you what shade is good for you. You could use the shade wherever you want to, of course, and you could even switch them around, but the fact that it tells you what it's best for is really good for people that are coming into the makeup or not sure how to apply, what shade apply to where. So it does really help you if you're a beginner or if you're just not really comfortable with where to apply makeup. So I think that's a good thing. It might not be good if you're an MUA or an expert, but it is helpful. so the amounts of shadows on the pan don't overwhelm you. Alright, I have that all over the lid, so I'm going to go in with this shade called Crease. Not called Crease, this shade that is here that is meant for the crease, and that's exactly what I'm going to use it for the crease. I'm going today for like a soft nude. Well, I don't know how soft I'm going to do it, but a neutral color, and then I'll give it a pop with a shimmer because the focus will be my lips. So I tend to do, usually what I do is if I'm going to use a dark or a bright color on the lips, then I try to go slow on the eyes, and the other way around, if I go really intense on the eyes, then I'll go soft on the lips. It's just the way I like to do it. You do you do whatever makes you happy. So just bring it in a little bit to the inner half, but not too close. Just concentrate on the lid, on the crease I mean. It has a little bit of fallout, which I don't remember having before. I guess I'm going too strong too fast. I like to put a shade here in the crease because I do have hooded eyes, so it gives me a little bit more depth. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go with this color. It's called Outer Eyelid, and that's exactly where I'm going to wear it. It has a little bit of a shimmer, so I'm just going to go right here on the corner between the crease and my lashes. I'm getting a lot of fallout, so with that brush I'm just going to swipe it. I'm going to have to probably go back with some concealer because I'm getting a lot of fallout from this shade, which didn't happen before. It might be the brush that I'm using, the wrong one. I didn't have that problem on this side, it was just this side. So it's just probably me the way I was doing it. Alright, I already have the outside done, so I'm going to go right in with the shimmer, the inner half. There's so many that are so pretty. I think I'm gonna use this one, and then use this one as the inner corner. And for that I'm going to use my finger. Go back with that brush and blend here in the middle. Now for the waterline, I'm going to go with the reference number 3, and I'm going to use that color, that shade called Crease, and then I'm going to use this one called Smoke, and that's what I'm going to use. And then I'll use the same brush for the inner corner. So I'm going to apply this shade all over the lid, and then now I'm going to use Smoke, and I'm going to use it towards the outer half. And now clean off that brush, and I'm going to go in with this shade that is specifically for inner corner. And there's one called here Brow Bone. I'm going to get that clean Esam Cosmetics brush, and I'm going to pick up a little bit of that and apply here on the brow bone. Great. Now I'm going to go back with a concealer and apply a little bit here because I got it a little bit dirty from the shadows. And a little bit on the other side so it'll be even. I'm going to move in now with mascara. And today I decided to use the Guerlain Paris mascara in the shade Noir G. Oh, before I do that, I wanted to add a little eyeliner, which I usually don't do, but today I want to do it. I'm going to use the Victoria Beckham Satin Kajal liner in the shade, I can't find the shade name, oh, Cocoa. So I'm going to just get a little bit on the top of my eye. And it does make a difference. And I like this mascara. It's like not too, you won't get like really huge luminous lashes, but it does give you pretty lashes, and it does extend the lashes. It gives it length and volume, but not super voluminous that it looks like they're falsies. Just exactly what I like, basically. And I decided to put a little bit of eyeliner in the waterline as well. There you go, very pretty. I usually don't do this, but I'm being adventurous today a little bit. Oh, how pretty. It gives you like a really nice pop. My eyes are hazel, but they look a little bit green. How pretty. I'm gonna apply a little bit more mascara on this side. I don't know why when we apply mascara we open our mouth. I don't understand. I do it unconsciously. Do you do that too? when you apply mascara, you open your mouth. I guess it's like to open up your eyes, but it's just weird. It's awkward. Like unconsciously we do that. I'm gonna apply a little bit of product on my brows. I'm gonna use the Merit Brown Black Voluminizing Pomade just to brush my brow just a little bit. Make sure it stays like that all night. I don't really do much on my brows anyways, but just a little something. And it's not completely black. It's dark brown because that's the color of my natural hair is dark brown. Now we're gonna go into highlight, and then I'm gonna put on the lipstick. The highlight I'm gonna wear today is the one from Carolina Herrera, which I've been loving. This highlighter, I haven't stopped using it since I tried it the first time. I don't have the name because I threw away the box, but it's the only highlighter she has right now, and it's just, I think it's the only highlighter she has. It's just beautiful packaging and beautiful product. Let me show you. You could tell I have used it quite the amounts of time, and I like to use my fingers, so it's like a balmy highlight. So I'm gonna go right here and apply it with my finger. Alright, there we go. Beautiful highlight. And a little bit on my nose. Alright, I'm gonna finish up with lipstick. I'm going to be using today, I've used it a couple of times and I love it. It's the new lipstick from the new rouge from Celine. And I'm gonna line my lips with the Lisa Eldridge Enhance and Define Lip Pencil in the shade Ribbon. I haven't used these two together, so I hope they work well. I'll see. But I want to line my lips because red is a really strong pigmented shade, and I don't want it to, you know, move out the line. So I'm gonna start with the liner. This is more like a blue red, and I think Celine is more like an orange red. But let's see. And let me show you the lipstick. It is so pretty. It's gorgeous. It's creamy, it's pigmented, it feels so comfortable. The packaging is beautiful, it's magnetic. It's a gorgeous lipstick, and it looks really well with everything else, right? What do you guys think? I think it's so pretty. I covered all the bases, so I think all I have left to do is apply some setting spray, and I've been loving this one from Makeup by Mario, Surreal Skin Soft Setting Spray, and that's what I'm gonna use today. Wait till it dries. It is really fast drying. I really like it. And I'm gonna finish off with some perfume, and I'm gonna be wearing today the Delina Exclusive from Parfum de Marly. This one you probably know what it is. It's a gorgeous, beautiful, floral, feminine scent. And it's one perfume that I always get complimented on. This one and the one from Angel's Share. Those are two perfumes I always get asked what I'm wearing. But today I want a little more feminine. The Angel's Share is a little bit more masculine, strong, citrusy, like bourbon tobacco scent, and I want it to be like a little bit more feminine. So that is what I'm wearing today. I have to finish up doing my hair, but I'm gonna do that out of camera because this video is long already as it is. So this is my glam look. It's probably not as soft as I intended, but I still think it's beautiful. I know the holidays are coming up and a lot of people are looking for ideas for a glam look. These are products that are not new, so you might already have some of them, or you could adapt it to whatever you have in your collection and create a real beautiful glam look with the products you already have. So this is my version, and let me know if you tried any of these products. What are your thoughts of this look? What would you have done differently, or what you would like to incorporate in your routine the next time you do a glam look? This is all I have for you guys for now. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I'll see you next time. Bye.